It's fast, dude. Holy shit. Standard, buying bikes in the middle of nowhere.
So that's the bike right there. I just checked it right now, and I didn't know about it until now. Like I said, I haven't really handled the bike itself because of the simple fact since I've been in the accident.
Yeah.
But is there any way to take off the lock?
The lock. Oh, is it locked? Oh no.
I've been trying to find the key. I asked my dad and everything.
They couldn't find it? No. It's gonna be real hard to put in the bed of my truck like this.
My buddy's coming right now with the other bike. He could probably help you.
Yeah,
I mean,
a little bit of help.
I could put on my prosthetic leg and help you too.
Okay.
If I put on my prosthetic leg, I'll be alright. I can help you. So what happened was that I was getting out of work at 12 o'clock at night, and I had dark visors on a road that I didn't know nothing about. And there was a curve coming up, thinking that it was a straight road, and it was a ditch. So I ended up ramming right into the guardrail, flipping over the ditch, more like a canal. And then from going over the canal, I rode like 10, 20 times, and on impact with the guardrail itself is where I lost my leg. My buddy goes, hey, he calls 911. He's like, hey, we got an accident over here at such and such street. We need paramedics. He doesn't look all right. And they're like, oh, what street? What street? They give him the street. Well, he already said it, but. And he comes back, he looks at me, he's like, oh, you guys gotta hurry up right now. He's bleeding out. So he ends up grabbing his belt and puts it over my leg, uses it as a tourniquet. And then when the cops finally came, they put their tourniquet, airlifted me all the way to Fort Myers. And I was at Lee Health Memorial for like a month and a half. And then rehabilitation, and then now back home. It was me and my buddy riding bikes, getting out of work. So it was me passing him, thinking that it was a straight road. Since I was going like maybe 50, 60, you already know how the wind catches in your eye. Yeah. So then you have to drop the visor. If I would have never dropped the visor, I would have probably been alright. But since I dropped the visor, I didn't see nothing in front of me, thinking that it was a straight road. Their handlebars, the lights, the original frame, cool. I have it all there. I was supposed to install those bars before getting in the accident, but I ended up not doing it.
Yeah. And then you got that headlight assembly and everything?
Yeah, it's in my car.
Okay.
You're going to have to buy the new bracket, well, if you do get it.
A bracket, yeah.
The bracket that goes onto here. What, lift it up?
I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to do that alone.
Now here's a question. Why can't when my buddy comes, why can't we just scoot it up as close as possible there?
Hey, I also just bought a 2016 CR 250. It's over there. I'll show it here in a second. It'd be easier for me to strap them both down just right here. It's the new unit. Not all the way. Yeah, because you still got the rear plate. Huh? When you take it back too far, you'll end up losing all that.
I'm not having it at home, but it's in the potato.
Wait, ready? Yeah. 1, 2. Almost there. Yeah. There we go. Yo, that was way harder than I thought it was going to be.
It almost fell on me through that.
I got the FZ09 inside of here, and I actually ended up getting the key like a week later for the bike, so the steering is all unlocked. I ordered most of the parts that I need for it. It needs like a subframe, front right fork, rear set, new exhaust, but I have a stock exhaust here. Taillights, everything is all messed up, and we're just gonna put this unit back to stock. Or I have the stock taillight right here. So what I'm gonna do right now is not really work on the bike. I'm just gonna remove this gas tank, these little side plastic pieces. I ordered all new fairings for it, which really isn't that much because it's a naked bike. So I had to order this piece, but for the right side, and a new front wheel cover right here, OEM Yamaha. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this tank section, the plastic that's good on that side, and I'm gonna go drop it off to go get painted. And it's gonna be painted this Sahara tan, which is like the new like hot color everyone's doing. So the idea is going to be paint this Sahara tan and then have these sanded down and done in like a gloss black. And the little plastic pieces for the headlight assembly. You can see right here's the broken headlight assembly. I already bought a new one sitting over there. These little pieces right here, I'm gonna have painted that Sahara tan also. Let's just pop this off. Alright, got the tank off. I just gotta pull off these little grommets, and then I got one more fairing to pull off, which is this little piece right here, which I think only has 3 pieces on it. I did the absolute bare minimum. I got the pieces removed that are about to go get painted. I just got my final package in right here, and also my full parts list with a breakdown of what I spent. I had to order that from the UK. It's really expensive. It's like $450, but I'm pretty sure the whole fork assembly from Yamaha was like $900. Getting parts for these MTs is really difficult actually. Compared to like most of the sports bikes, because a lot more people part out with sports bikes. So this is a full parts list. I already got the painted parts here. So I have guys for everything, but I paid $500 to get this tank repaired, painted, and then all the other stuff painted too. There's not too many plastics on this bike, and then I got these like little side pieces that were a little damaged, repaired, and then painted gloss black. I think this is gonna look sick. But around here, you know, dude, I'll build this whole bike 8 hours tops. 8 hours tops. Start to finish, should be good to go. Not gonna post a 4-part series on it. So I paid $27.60 for the bike. Then I account $40 for gas. I paid $500 for the paint work on it, $65 for a new radiator, $35 for rear sets, $80 for a subframe. Subframe is really messed up. I paid $340 for a headlight assembly because I had to buy a new headlight assembly, brand new, because there's no pre-owned ones. It comes with like all the little plastic pieces, and then I also, these don't come painted from the factory, but the little pieces that go around the headlight assembly, I got Sahara tan too. The fork, $450, fairings for the rear, the little rear piece on this side was bad, the other one just needed paint work, $85 for that. Fairing for the wheel cover, that was $64, with a total of $44.19 into this bike, and maybe I'll spend another $50 on like oils and stuff. I got the front fork on the bike, and I can't find my little like key bit to get off the subframe. So maybe like when I move some of this stuff around, I'll end up finding it. Alright, so right here's the headlight assembly. I took off the windscreen, but I got the brackets on it because there's this little cover piece right here that goes behind the gauge cluster, clips in like that, but I need to have this off in order to hook everything up. Should be real simple. It just looks like it slips on over. Then you got 2 bolts here at the top. Alrighty, I just popped this windscreen on. I'm pretty sure this is the OEM windscreen, and right here is the aftermarket one. This is the one that was on the bike when he crashed. And the Torx bit for this frame right here is a T50. So I gotta go to Home Depot when they open up. Go grab that because it's nighttime right now, not open. So since I can't pull the subframe off, and that's kind of like a big part of this bike because I can't put the tank on, really can't do a lot without that subframe swapped over to the new one. So what I'm gonna do is pop off this stuff right here and put the new radiator on the bike because this is all banged in. I'm pretty sure it still is holding fluid, but yeah, I'm gonna pop that on. Also, I hooked up a battery to this battery so I could pop this on since I finally plugged in this gauge cluster. If you look right there, it's 4,489 miles, so really low mileage bike right here. Really excited about that sweet, sweet bike. I also just grabbed this 2020 GSX-S 750, and it's like, it looks like someone just took a can of like transparent blue paint to everything on this bike, and it doesn't look like it's been dropped, but I just grabbed this thing for an absolute steal. So it's a 2020, but it has 20,000 miles on it, and I just grabbed this unit. Look, everything's just spray painted for $2,000. So I'll pop some stuff on it. This will actually be like a really good profitable unit. I paid less for this bike that's in better condition than this MT-09, and I grabbed this MT-09 for a great deal. This rear set's completely snapped off, so I got a brand new set right here. Pop that thing on. It's only like 2 bolts there. Then you gotta swap the springs over, and you got another 2 holding on your master cylinder and 1 holding on where this lever attaches. Oh yeah, right there is the new rear set on, and I took off this cover that was covering the, what's this, the clutch cover. And you can see it saved it, scratched the cover up real bad, but the actual case cover is good to go. So I'm just gonna leave this exposed. I'm not gonna go get a new one of these. All right, just went to Home Depot, got the tamper bit. I got this subframe all ready to roll. I got the pegs off of it. I got this whole tray already disconnected, so all I really gotta do is pop off these 4 bolts, pop this new one on. I already started rigging up stuff on this one. You can see, I can't see because I got the camera too close. Boom, I got the subframe on right there, and you know, clip this thing on, got this piece on. I already put the taillight inside of the assembly before I put it on the bike. And I just gotta tighten down the 2 10mm bolts that are sitting down there. I pulled off these little intake grits that sit on the front of the bike because they had a little bit of rust on it, and I sprayed these just a semi-gloss black to make them look all fresh and clean so they didn't have that little bit of rust on it. Those little things are so important to making a bike look mint. I got these little plastic pieces with double-sided tape on the back side. This is the way they come from the factory, so that's just the way I taped it up. I'll peel this off, stick it on that side. Dang, check that thing out. All right, so I actually just started up because I didn't think this battery was going to crank it over, but